I get irrationally mad when my husband is sick. When I was younger, my dad would always get angry at me whenever I fell ill. Fevers, colds, sinus, allergies, etc. He would yell and scold me and just act very angry whenever I blew my nose or couldn't do or participate in something because I was sick. Back then, I always had to walk on eggshells or avoid him. It's not like he was abusive. He would bring me to the doctor but also still get angry at me. Now, whenever my husband falls ill, I get irrationally irritated. It's a trigger, I know, so I do all I can to take care of him. But he can still tell that I won't be in the best mood. How do I keep myself from these toxic emotions? I know how much it sucks to be on the receiving end. Get into therapy. You're repeating your father's abusive behavior because you never broke the cycle. It's not healthy to project anger at someone for being sick. Therapy, hun. Definitely therapy. Is your father the type of person you want to be? Thirding the suggestion to seek out therapy. Focus on how he feels. Take a deep breath before you do anything for him while he's sick and try to remember the feelings you felt when you were sick and just wanted someone to take care of you. Remember what it was like to be in a vulnerable state and be hurt by someone who's supposed to care for you, and then try to act the way you wish someone had acted for you. I'm not sure what's worse. That you experienced this in your childhood, or that you don't realize now how horrible it is now as an adult. You need therapy. Getting mad at someone because they're sick? Yeah, that's shitty as hell. Stop that. Therapy, please. Don't do this to your husband. People can't help getting sick, and being sick, they deserve sympathy and help. Although to some extent as adults we do still have to care for ourselves even when we are sick. But our partners should still be sympathetic and try to help. Also, you might want to check out irrationally raised by narcissists to find people who might identify with your unfortunate childhood. Therapy, therapy, therapy. How did that make you feel when your dad did that to you? Is this how you want to make your husband feel? So you or your father see a shrink. And regardless if your father took you to the doctor, that's still abuse. Getting angry with someone cause they are sick and doing what he did is most certainly abuse. He was basically punishing you for something beyond your control. Seek therapy and hopefully comes to terms with this, and perhaps you can begin to heal and maybe not be an asshole to your husband like your father was to you. The first step is recognizing that your father was being abusive, and taking you to the doctor when sick is a bare minimum requirement for being a parent. He has traumatized you to the point where you are unintentionally doing similar behaviors to your spouse. The second step is therapy. The third step is being kind to yourself while making changes to improve. Cherry blossom. Get therapy to break the cycle. I got the biggest deja vu reading your post because I swear someone posted a similar situation recently. I found it here. It has a decent amount comments you can go through and read if you'd like. https www.reddit.com/r/relationship advice/comments/ua4u6z/whyamisoanidin madwenme boyfriendis/ UTM source equals share and UTM medium equals IOSAP and UTM name equals IOSSMF. Read up on CBT. I had the same problem you did. Now I just mellow out instead of making the situation worse. Next step is to actually use empathy without it backfiring. My default emotion is rage. For everything. You can do this yourself, but I already hated the cause of mine. Mother. Sounds like you're struggling with even accepting the root cause, so might want to pay someone. That's something narcissistic people do. They always get angry when their family and/or spouse falls ill. Why? Because it requires them to be selfless to take care of them. A sick person isn't sympathy to them, it's an annoyance. How dare the attention be taken off of them? Not saying your dad or you is a narc. We all have narc symptoms in us. Empathy is what keeps us human though. So maybe try to have more sympathy for your sick loved one. Put yourself in their shoes like, wow, that must be a crappy feeling being sick. How can I help to make it easier for them? Treat them how you'd like to be treated when you're sick. A part of growing up is noticing our parents' toxic traits and breaking the chain. Your father was abusive. You need therapy because you still can't see that. It'll help your relationship with your husband. You need to work on these issues. You are becoming the person who you hate. Your father became irritated when you were sick. And you are doing the same to your husband. It's not good. Therapy. Also realize emotions are okay. You aren't bad or broken if you get angry because of a trigger. Step away and calm down, then you can return to your husband level-headed. You cannot control what emotions come up. You can only choose to handle the emotion and deal with it when it comes up. You can control your actions though. So doing things to help yourself calm down from the anger and preventing yourself from lashing out in anger are your only real options. Also, you don't need to prevent the emotions. The emotions themselves aren't toxic. It's a reaction to trauma. I think honesty has helped me a lot. Sometimes I just have to tell my partner, I am so irrationally angry with you right now. And it's really hard not to lash out. I know none of it is your fault. But in this moment, I'm struggling so hard with taking it out on you. He comforts me. Or I step away. Whatever I need. It's okay if you need those things from your partner. And it's okay to ask and express you're struggling even when it's not their fault. A good partner will understand and be empathetic to your feelings. Wishing you the best. Definitely think therapy could do you a world of good. Emotions aren't toxic. What you do with them is what matters. You are not wrong for having these feelings and reactions considering what you went through in childhood. And it's so good that you are aware of why you're feeling this way and wanting to take care of your partner. I'd say that if therapy is an option for you, it would be really good to do a deep discussion with a professional about how being treated that way as a child affected you. Doing some writing and meditation on it privately might help as well. Maybe talking about it with your husband more also. And maybe your dad if that is at all an option. My mom didn't take care of me when I was sick either. And now with my partner I almost expect too much from him when I'm not feeling well because I'm terrified of being neglected like I was when I was littler. And so I've tried to do all these things to gain a healthier perspective on the situation.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epic Aircast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.